We are tonight's entertainment.
You can't handle the truth.
The fire rises.
Pizza time.
You're a wizard, Harry.
So it begins.
You know how much I sacrifice?
You think that's air you're breathing?
Groovy.
I don't have friends. I got family.
We are Sex Bomb! 1, 2, 3, 4!
Craft services.
Hey, Trent. Hi, Parth. You sound much closer than usual. And wow, your hand is grasping my hand as though you've come through the screen. Nope, I'm just in your living room.
Hi, Parth. You're looking well.
And wow, and you can really see how well I'm looking.
You were having a glum monologue about your personal life before this, but you said once the recording started, you'd turn it on, and here you are.
Wow, I'm glad we brought this up on air. So what have you been eating most recently?
Here's a cup of coffee, you see, but it gets more interesting than that. I just put it away. My mom made a walnut cranberry loaf.
Oh, wow.
And I was nibbling on it. And but the funny thing, my mom and my sister are mildly allergic to walnuts. So I was like, Mom, why are you making this?
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm getting better. She's working through it. But I guess, like Nate, or a friend of the show,
friend off the show.
Yeah, allergic to cats, but just spent so much time with a cat that he's no longer allergic to cats.
Sophia Alexis, friend of the show. Sorry, Nate.
Yeah,
wasn't it grew up with a cat in the house.
Cat in the hat. Yeah,
even there. So she's wanted a cat, and we do not currently live together, but plans are being made. And
good luck, sailor.
Okay. And so then the problem is that I am allergic to cats. Both my dad and I are allergic to cats.
She requesting you build up an immunity?
And whenever I'm like, I don't know if I can like physically tolerate living with a cat. It's not that I wouldn't like be okay with it. I would, because like they take less they're less to deal with than say a dog. Maintain, yeah. But I'm gonna be like sneezing and miserable the entire time I'm in the house.
At least for a while.
Or whatever shitty apartment we're living in. And the answer that I receive is, you'll be fine. Like, it'll be fine.
See, Parth, maybe you're lucky, because when my girlfriend asks to adopt a cat, I just say, no, I don't want that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, I would love a dog, but apartment life prevents that. But a cat, I kind of just have no interest in.
The only dog that I would be happy, and I've said this many times, the only dog I'd be happy to just take in is Rudy, the dog you've met.
Sure.
The one-eyed traveler himself.
I mean, we had a cat that was not allowed in our last apartment, and I'm positive we could...
Twig?
Yeah. And I'm sure we could smuggle a dog in here, even though it's not allowed. As long as they were not a big...
You have.
Well, I mean, yeah, as long as they weren't a big barker. But yeah. The fun story about the cranberry walnut bread. Anthony was playing Fortnite, and and he was like, "Oh, what are you eating?" I was like, "Oh, some cranberry bread." And then I offered it to him, and he takes a piece, and he puts it in his mouth. And then I recalled a conversation we had a few nights prior, where I learned that he was allergic to all sorts of nuts. And then I was like, "Oh, I think there's walnuts in that." And he was like, "Oh my God." And he was like, "Oh." And then he went and spit it out, and he said for the first game of Fortnite, he was feeling a little weird. Oh. But he said by the second game of Fortnite, he was back to normal.
Well, that sounds
horrible. I almost poisoned my friend.
That's good. And roommate.
With what I ate for breakfast.
Wow, very good. Well, what I had for breakfast, thank you for asking.
Thanks, Parth.
Yeah. I had some oatmeal.
Oatmeal?
Yeah. Quaker oats.
Really stretching that word
brown
out.
Sugar.
Well, oatmeal.
Okay. Well, we've been stretching this intro out.
Yeah.
It's time to just cue it.
It's time.
All right, everybody. Say it with me, Trent. Oh, or you can just drink some of your coffee.
What am I saying?
Cue the intro.
Welcome back to Craft Services, where we talk about the movies. Each week we talk about a film and hopefully have a crew member of that film to talk with us about their experience working on the picture. A few weeks ago.
Yes. And also, dear listener, if you listen to our Saw X discussion, you'll note that Trent said that I beam whenever he says the welcome back portion.
It's true.
And today was no different.
Yeah.
But anyways, a few weeks ago, we talked with cinematographer Maria Rushi about her work on Bottoms. And those are parts 1 and 2. It's a 2-part interview.
Banger, if you ask me.
Oh, banger. It rips, some may say.
Yeah. The interview or the movie or both?
Well, we're about to find out.
Yes.
But the interview, we know it does.
That's confirmed.
It's awesome.
Over two parts.
You should go listen to that if you haven't already. There's some really good talks that we have.
Yes, our talks are really good.
Okay, anyways. But also, if you love Maria Rushi, got good news for you. We got another 2-part interview with her on our podcast as well about
down in the vault.
Yeah, with Emma Seligman's feature debut, Shiva Baby.
Yes. And Bottoms, of course, is her sophomore film.
But if you're with us right now,
which it would appear you are,
yeah, you're gonna have to make do with Trent and I, and we're just gonna be discussing the film today.
Yeah, friend of the show, Jordan Sickfoos, I think, made a good point. She said, "Are you gonna have a woman on the Bottoms discussion?" And I said, "We should, but it's tomorrow, so I don't think we do."
Well, if Jordan Sickfoos was happy to lend her time to us to do it, I'd be happy to have her on.
Yeah, she is a UTI, and her car battery.
She seems like she'd be happy.
And
with
her
this
car
being
battery
put out
died
there.
this morning, and so I don't know if she's ready for an hour-long film
I'm
podcast.
sure an hour long of Parth staring her down, making sure that she's doing everything correct on the pod is exactly what she needs.
That she's properly
the
contributing.
pressure cooker of hanging out and working with Parth.
Exactly.
But anyways, yeah, just 2 men talking about Bottoms, a teen lesbian comedy. But Trent, is it you or me that has to do a 10-word synopsis? I think I should.
Great.
I don't think I have.
It's a pressure's been lifted off my shoulders.
Wow, you look lighter already.
I feel better.
You look whiter already. Didn't know that was possible. Anyways,
Parth equates whiteness with quality, which is interesting. I don't. That needs to be edited or manicured in some way.
Okay. No, that was funny.
That soundbite is weird.
No, it's cool. It's awesome. That's why I'm gonna leave it as is.
Okay, Parth, take it away. I'll be your word counter.
2 girls start Fight Club to have sex with cheerleaders.
Nice, Parth. Congratulations. The real synopsis, however, is 2 unpopular queer high school students, very similar starts, Parth, start a fight club, wow, the parallels continue, to have sex before graduation.
Okay, so I didn't get the graduation part in there, but I did get the cheerleader part in there, which they did not.
But this wasn't like American Pie where they're like, we need to have sex before graduation, like where there's a hard deadline.
Or even like Booksmart, I feel like, where obviously they've already graduated,
well,
but it's like
the
before
last
they
day.
leave.
Yeah, there's like already the last day, so the deadline is much sooner. But here we have a large
It's just like
landscape of
generally
time.
we're in high school and would like to have had sex.
Or I guess lose their virginity.
Yeah. But
It's just a journey we're all on.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But Trent, a journey I'd like you to take me on is to tell me the
Is
budget and box
a
office.
financial journey.
Yeah.
So it says here
Wait, you're craft services like supreme financial analyst, right?
Wow. Sure. So the budget of this film is $11.3 million, and the box office and growing, and is $12 million.
It's not really growing
Well,
as far as theater, but like home video.
Home video. I was just gonna say, Parth and I both spent $6 on it last night, and we're glad we did. So,
Well, you are. Nah, I'm just kidding.
so we're
but
glad
yeah.
to throw some money at the problem.
I mean, I think that this movie like will end up making money back.
It's
as far
been
as
received so well
Yeah.
that I think we've got third Emma Seligman movie probably on the way. You
Yeah.
know, I can't imagine a world without it.
So speaking of Emma Seligman, should we talk about how she made this movie?
Oh, please, Parth.
So while promoting Shiva Baby, Emma Seligman described her next project as a, quote, campy queer high school comedy in the vein of Wet Hot American Summer, but more for a Gen Z queer audience. I've never seen Wet Hot American Summer. Is it good?
Parth, you'd love it.
Would I?
I love it. It's a brand. It's a pretty specific vein of comedy.
All I know is that I think there's a scene where it's like maybe it's Paul Rudd and someone else, a woman, and they're
Oh,
like
it's
making
Elizabeth.
out.
Oh yeah, it's Elizabeth Banks with the barbecue
and,
sauce.
Maybe I don't remember. All I know is like they're making out, like they're camp counselors, and a kid is like
Oh
drowning.
yeah, that's a different scene with the barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
But yes, yeah, the kid
all,
drowning in the
all
background.
I've seen is that, and I loved that so much. So I really want to watch it. And there's a sequel on Netflix.
Yeah,
or something?
it's a series, and I think the movie is like the last day camp, and then the series is like 5 to 10 episodes of like the first day camp. And here they're all hilariously like 20 years older, but playing.
Oh, but they just like still play.
Their young selves.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. But it's.
So if you'd be like, this is stupid.
But I almost said after you read that quote that it's like the most apt comparison of all time, because like Wet Hot American Summer. It's like you know how in this movie, like over the loudspeaker, it can be like, can the two loser gays come down? Like what that reminds me of.
It's
Wet Hot American
because
Summer.
I feel like what this has been compared to is Superbad and Booksmart, but I'm like, this is so much weirder.
Yeah, and it's
like
more
surreal.
not in the real world.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I think is like one of its strongest qualities.
Exactly, and I haven't seen Wet Hot American Summer, but I get the vibe that that's part of the sense of humor of that movie or of that.
Yeah, that's a little bit more insane. Like, there's a can.
Like, I don't know that there's murder in Wet Hot. Well, I mean,
they're like, maybe, but there's like a can that like flaps its lid and talks, and it's the voice. Oh, it's like John C. Benjamin. I think that's his name. The Bob's Burgers guys.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is it the Bob's Burgers guys, the guy that went to jail for taking part of the January 6th riots?
No, it's like the main character.
No, I'm just.
Oh, which minor Bob's Burgers character?
I don't. Wait, let me.
This is important. No, I actually am curious now.
Jay Johnston.
We should have him on the show.
Yeah. What does he play? Please tell me.
Please tell me what to play.
Oh, Jimmy Pesto.
Oh, well Jimmy Pesto's character is like a dick and like probably like right wing. So like, doesn't that make sense?
Yeah, I guess so.
But I guess they'll find another a fake Republican to fill his shoes. Parth, would you like to continue with the production history?
Oh, wow. Could you tell that I was like
I could feel.
Yeah.
It's like when someone's like clearing their throat and you're about to say something. Yeah, Parth, you're about to say something.
See what I did there. Yeah. All right. Seligman faced significant difficulties during the process of pitching, shooting, and editing Bottoms, mostly because of the film's sexual and lesbian premise. I did not write that. I take this off of Wikipedia just so people know that I did not write that. Anyways, Seligman and Senat received a number of rejections while introducing the concept to various studios and were often not allowed to even properly pitch their idea to executives. Many companies declined to feature their products in the film due to its supposedly, quote, offensive content. I don't think there's
like any even argument to be made.
Well, like, is it that offensive? I don't think it is.
Like, maybe if you like hate gay people.
Like, I think that's genuinely it. I can't imagine it's anything other than that. Because what happens? Well, I mean, I guess they murder, but like people murder in things that
in daytime television all the time. Well, yeah, I think it's sort of it's not even worth wasting our breath on this because people are stupid for not making this awesome movie. You know?
Yeah. So
before Orion Pictures, wasn't it fun to see that old logo?
Oh yeah. So despite this, in April 2021, it was announced that Seligman and Senat were working with Orion Pictures and Brownstone Productions, with Elizabeth Banks, Max Handelman, and Allison Small producing for Brownstone.
Whoa, Elizabeth Banks comes back.
Yeah. Yep. And Alana Mayo producing for Orion. She's been a big force in like movie comedy stuff. Yeah, like Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
The Pitch Perfect sequels.
And she's produced
Charlie's Angels.
Yeah. I know she's produced a lot of movies.
Yeah. She's been a big time producer and director lately. And maybe she produced Booksmart, I don't remember, but it feels like
while you're talking, I'll look it up.
Yeah, so I'll just keep going. So in April 2022, it was announced that Io Debary, Marshawn Lynch, Ruby Cruz, Havana Rose Liu, Kaya Gerber, Nicholas Galitzin, and Miles Fowler were added to the cast. Filming was scheduled to take place in New Orleans between April 18th and May 27th, 2022. That is a short schedule. Production was nearly unable to find high school campuses in New Orleans that were willing to lend their space. Because of this, Seligman resorted to shooting mostly in an abandoned elementary school and a college gymnasium. Can you find who's produced it? Or have you found?
Oh, what movie did you say?
Booksmart?
Oh yeah, she didn't produce it.
Yeah. The film originally included scenes of PJ and Josie being sent to a, quote, militaristic boot camp for horny girls, where Punky Johnston's character would have been introduced as the head of the camp. However, these scenes were removed due to poor reception at test screenings.
I think Punky Johnston's involvement is just right, as it is.
Seligman has said that...
But that also sounds silly and fun. Wouldn't mind seeing that deleted scene.
Well, also, if you... I don't remember if this was on air or off air. I think it was on air in our first episode with Maria Rushi, where she's like, the script was so much wilder, and it's a good thing to have a more insane version of the script because it will get watered down inevitably once you film it and then edit it and then release it.
Yeah, so it'll reach some sort of middle ground of insaneness.
Yeah, so it kind of makes sense that this is something that was there and then removed. So Seligman said that she cast Marshawn Lynch based on his appearance in the Netflix series Murderville for an episode he was in, and the majority of which he had improvised. On September 12th, 2022, it was confirmed that filming had wrapped. Bottoms premiered at South by Southwest on March 11th, 2023. Trent, that was a pretty fun production history.
Yeah, kind of fun.
Okay, well, do you have anything more fun for me?
I can only try. The instrumental beat used for the cheerleaders' pep rally dance is a parody of Toxic by Britney Spears. Parth, you know that song?
Toxic, I'm slipping under.
While the film is set in the present day, the wardrobe and settings range from the 70s to the 2000s. Aside from Tim using a flip phone, no smartphones were used or seen.
It kind of reminded me of... Have you seen Sex Education at all?
No.
Well, a good show that I have not seen that much of, but enough of to, like, get it. And that kind of takes place in, like, a nebulous time where it's, like, kind of the 80s. But, I mean, I guess... As opposed to this, like in that one, it's like it looks like the 80s, but there are smartphones, and also like it's just like a weird.
I like it when movies do that.
Yeah, same.
The poster art for this movie was modeled after both Revenge of the Nerds and The Breakfast Club.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's all just like the people like draped over each other.
Yeah, it definitely looks like The Breakfast Club.
I think I sent you the 10 Things I Hate About You poster because it's like at least the outfits were very similar.
Yeah.
The film was released. I skipped one. Josie and Isabel first study at the diner named But I'm a Diner, which references the film But I'm a Cheerleader. I haven't seen that one. Have you?
No, I haven't. But do you know what it is? Natasha Lyonne. Yeah. I've heard it's good.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Pablo Garcia, likes it. I know that.
Oh, from the Judas and Black Messiah discussion.
There we go.
The film was released to theaters in the US, UK, and Ireland, but directly to streaming in the rest of the world. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that sucks, but whatever.
Marshawn Lynch was initially unsure about accepting the role. However, he ended up taking it as a way to rewrite his regret of mishandling his younger sister coming out to him in high school.
Isn't that interesting?
I guess this is a good correction. Yeah. So, well, that was fun. I'd give it like 1 star.
Wow, it was fun, but you would give it 1 star?
I don't know.
What a transition!
Yep.
1-star reviews, folks.
That was better.
Well, it just wasn't a transition. But do you? Okay, I'll go. So this is from Amazon customer with the title "Bunk." Don't waste your moolah on this trash. And 3 people found this helpful.
Next one is by Moises, and it's titled Weak, and then it just says but.
Yeah. Do you think he parted the Red Seas?
But.
Moises.
Oh, yeah, I was going to make a joke about that, and then I couldn't think of anything intelligent to say, so I'm glad you...
Well, Michael D. has something intelligent to say.
I'm sure.
Because he says, I'm really sorry that Nick Galitzin agreed to do this movie.
Who is that?
That's the boyfriend football guy.
Jeff?
I don't remember his name. Is that
the
his
main
name?
guy or like the friend guy?
No, the main guy.
Jeff. Who like gets hit by the car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in Red, White, and Royal Blue, if you even care.
Don't even know what that is.
It's not very good movie based on a not very good book.
It sounds politically motivated.
No, it's like the President of America's son and the Prime Minister of England's son are gay for each other.
Oh, I mean, at least I don't want to look into it, but that sounds fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's like stupid, but it's fun. I think I gave it 2.5 out of 5.
All right, Parth, tell me the
All right,
last
Michael
review.
D says, I'm really sorry that Nick Galitzin agreed to do this movie. What a piece of garbage. Who financed this crap? A sure sign that American culture is definitely in parentheses, probably irreversible, steep and accelerating decline. This is a crazy strong take to have.
Imagine watching Bottoms and instead of being like, I liked it, I didn't like it, it was okay, being like, this is a reflection of the downfall
The steep decline of American culture. And
if it makes you feel any
movie-
better, Michael D, they had trouble financing it. They had to work really hard. So it seems like there are a bunch of people like you out there in charge of movie studios. So you should go start your own.
Or you should just go fuck yourself.
Or that, sure.
GFY, if you will.
Whoa. Good wordplay, Parth.
Thank you.
Ready to open up into the free form section of the
I was just about to say, yeah,
podcast?
It's time to talk about what's working and not working. Trent, who do you want to go first?
Did we see this movie together?
No. No, we did not. I saw it with Sophia and Amelie. Emily Francois, if you will, in Princeton, and you saw it,
At the Princeton Garden Theater?
No, Market Fair,
Oh,
AMC.
AMC, yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't cost me money. Still
Ames
list.
Rewards member, yeah.
And I think you saw it at RU Cinema.
No, I would never do that to myself anymore.
I think you did. I think you did watch it at RU Cinema because it was only playing there or something.
I would believe that, but I really would try to not subject myself to that, but I believe it. I mean,
I think you and Jordan. I mean, I could be wrong, but
yeah, in order to fit it in right before the
yeah, just
interview.
because it was only playing there and you needed to watch it for the interview.
Okay, unfortunately, I gave money to RU Cinema, but and I mean, just for the story, our first viewing, we walked in about 10 minutes late, and we were very unsure of what exactly we missed. And then last night, renting the movie was my first time seeing the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, so why don't you start off talking about your overall thoughts on the movie, and maybe go into you and I were talking just before we were recording. You know, we hang out, we're friends. Well, you know, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I was literally like
Thanks for
5 minutes
tracking that.
5 minets before the recording. I was like, "You're my only friend that I see all the time. I'm glad we do the podcast." Gorsh.
You're goofy.
Yeah, gorsh. It's time to talk about bottoms. Okay.
Where?
This is rough. But you were talking about how this was the first time you'd seen the first 10 minutes and you were not. Why don't you say?
Of all the parts of the movie I was surprised by the first 10 minutes.
Because
And
what is the first 10 minutes consist of? Like, what did you, like, up until what point had you not seen?
It's the first shot with the kid in the back of the classroom with the cage, where the first time they're in Marshawn Lynch's class.
Oh, wow. That's like pretty deep into the movie.
So basically it misses their whole
The entire
interaction
thing
in
at
the room
the-
and then the whole carnival.
Yeah.
And them hitting him with the car. And so, yeah, it started with like the football player, Jeff, coming in on the crutches, and I had so little context. And I didn't know that the them being in juvie thing was like a joke, so that felt real to me.
Right.
But now...
Okay, so
I see clearly now.
This
The
is-
rain is gone.
This is interesting because when I had first come out of Bottoms, I was I liked it, but I was more lukewarm on it than I think you were.
I was red hot.
But I think that those first 10 minutes do really make a difference, because those first 10 minutes I was watching it and I was like, I understand what the jokes are, but I don't get it. Like, what are we trying to do here? And I think that the tone is like a little off or something in those first, and the comedy is not as funny as it should be. I think.
I think it makes it intentional, like we're gonna move from being like 10% surreal to like 50% surreal, like right at the moment when I walk in.
Well, that's the problem that I had. And so then when that surrealness happened, I was like, is this a one-off joke? Or is this the movie?
And it was the rest of the movie.
And it was the rest of the movie, which I like. But I think that had sort of an effect that reverberated over the rest of my experience watching the movie. Going in on a rewatch, I had a much better time.
Maybe it's like Scott Pilgrim, where they were like, let's get them comfortable, and then let's take the rug out from underneath them.
Which, I mean, is a clear influence on the movie. And they've said as much.
Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, I guess in that maybe a little bit more time is spent in the grounded world.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be more of a reveal.
Yeah, I mean, I think I definitely think that when you see the guy in the cage in the background and they don't even cut to a close-up of it.
I like that they don't.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And that was when I knew, and I think I told this to Maria Rushi, where I was like, yup, I get it. Like, this is great. And I think, I think that the tone really starts working from that point on.
Something that happened in that scene that just made me laugh was like something they do in like every high school movie where like the scene starts and it's the beginning of class and then like one thing happens and then like the end of class bell rings.
Yes.
And
the Glee class bell, if you will.
Yes. And PJ's character was like, that's class. And that, good, meta commentary.
Yeah.
Sorry. Don't know where that came from.
That's all good.
But after that, it's like it's smooth sailing. But like I don't just because it's the only negative thing that I'll have to say all day. The vibe of the jokes and the comedy all just felt like different and like not as fluid and natural in the first 10 minutes as compared to the rest of the movie.
That's how I feel. And I mean, I could be very wrong in what I'm saying, but the first 10 minutes felt very improv-y of like, oh, just we're setting the cameras up and they're going to say the things, whatever they want to say. Whereas the later parts of the movie, and I'm sure there's a lot of improv that I'm not catching
You can see a
on.
lot of the outtakes in the end credits, which is fun.
It feels more structured or like this.
Well, it's like every beat has to be moving the story along.
Whereas I feel like in the first 10 minutes, there's a lot of like...
It's like we can
joke, but like
bullshit
I don't know
and
that
talk
it's...
before the fair.
And I feel like I'm less interested in that. And the movie seems less interested in that. Because later on, it like puts way more emphasis on like the more insane stuff that happens in the movie. And so... Yeah, it really is funny, like, what a difference those first 10 minutes can make to your first time watch.
I wonder who it was, but before this movie came out, someone was like, Marshawn Lynch is in this movie. And I guess I may have had some feelings about it too, but I find him so funny in this.
He's good in this, yeah.
Maybe he is just... should only play, mildly pivoted versions of himself.
Have you seen...
The Murderville or whatever?
No, I was going to say, have you seen... what's the Amy Schumer, Bill Hader movie?
Oh, Trainwreck? No.
I fucking hate that movie.
John Cena?
Except, well, he is in that, but that's not the sports guy I was going to go for. Oh. LeBron is in that.
Yes.
And he's really funny with Bill Hader. And he kind of reminds me... I mean, he's playing himself in that movie, so it's not quite the same, but his comedic stuff that he gets to do in the movie reminds me a little bit of that, where it's just like ridiculous.
Yeah, you see some of Marshawn Lynch's outtakes at the very end. He does like 3 different takes of a joke, and I'm like, he's like, it's far-reaching, smart improv.
Yeah.
So I was impressed.
But yeah,
And obviously, I'm sure everyone on Letterboxd will be the first. I mean, and both of these people I'm about to mention are on Letterboxd, but I think the both lead roles pretty awesome and funny.
Yeah, I'm a big. Okay, maybe this is my hot take of the movie. I really love Rachel Sennott. In a lot of I love her, and I think Bodies is where I first took note of her.
Yeah, she's
it's really hard to run a podcast, Trent. And I've seen what's the Weekend show? Like the show with The Weekend, The Idol.
Yeah.
Really bad show, but she's great in it. I mean, I think.
The internet has caught fire over her.
Yeah, she was like big for a while on the internet. And I don't know that this is my favorite Rachel Sennott performance. I think that I way prefer Io Adebari's thing, and it might be because Rachel Sennott is like intentionally unlikable for a majority of the movie.
Yeah, we need to reach an emotional low point with our characters.
Yeah, and I feel like in a lot of and Shiva Baby, I really love her in that.
Yeah.
I feel like in a lot of the movies that media that she's in that I really end up enjoying is stuff where she's sort of placed in crazy circumstances and has to be like, what is happening? Like, what is going on? Whereas in this movie, I feel she's causing the crazy situations.
She is the crazy a little bit.
And it's not that I think she does a bad job by any means, but I just don't think that is like her strong. I think she's better at reacting off of crazy, if that makes sense, even if she is crazy. But that's just kind of my take, just because it's also like I went in being like, I'm ready to see Rachel Sennott. And then I end up liking Io Adebari more in it. But it's not a thing the movie does wrong necessarily, just a personal preference.
Were you surprised too when Rachel Sennott's character's crush was straight?
Well, yes, but no. I mean, I figured it was.
It would be statistically very lucky if they were able to.
Well, just like by the logic
of the movie, it had to be one who is successful and one is not.
Both of these could go well.
No, I agree.
But they were flirting in that scene.
No, I felt it too, Parth.
Like, I
felt it too.
There's no world in which you could tell me that she wasn't a little bit like, ooh, maybe. Because it's like too flirty. There's simply no way.
She just likes gay porn. That's the clarification that is made.
Good for her, I guess.
Do you know the guy who's Jeff's friend, who's like the mean, intense?
Yes.
Doesn't he kind of look like Mr. M?
Oh my God, he does. Yeah.
Isn't that guy so funny?
I really like him. I really like. I really like the like football players stuff.
I was just gonna say the football players and like the announcements and the cheerleaders and the extremeness of like, Jeff, come on my tits, or just like all of that ridiculousness is so funny.
Yeah, and again, that's stuff that worked better for me on a second go around, because in the first go around I was like, is this the real world or not? I don't know, and it's not. We learned
because it could be like Saw X. It could just be a fantasy trap.
Yeah. Well, eyeballs.
Fingers.
My leg! My bone marrow!
Crank the dial through 5 positions.
Of all the people in the world to rip off, you choose
John
Kramer.
John Kramer. Wow.
I mean, call that epic bad luck. But this is not a Saw X discussion. But anyways, the football players kind of remind me of in Barbie, the like Mattel toy execs, but I thought they were funnier here.
Yeah.
Like that. What else, Trent?
The girl who plays Hazel and her explosives, and the ending shot blowing up the tree, and the slows like dolly, or no, it's crane zoom of the football field. It's all working for me.
Wow.
I think it's a 93-minute movie. That's working with credits.
Yes.
That's working with me.
I wanted to bring that up.
Edgar Wright is thrilled about it on his Instagram.
He is. I think with this movie, I really enjoy it. It's this type of movie is not like my movie necessarily. But I think what makes me most happy about this movie is that it exists.
Right? You took the words out of my mouth.
Because it's the type of movie and type of tone that does not get released in theaters and is now considered like, this is crazy that this got released. But not that long ago, like 20 years ago, probably, there was like 5 or 6 of these movies that would get released in theaters.
What are they?
Well, they're like early 2000s teen comedy type stuff. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of these movies that would come out. and they don't. I mean, even not just teen comedies, even like a Trainwreck, which I don't like. I think it's a bad movie, but I feel like all we get, or I mean, now things are changing, but for a long time, all we were getting was just like Marvel blockbusters and Marvel type blockbusters. As much as I love the Mission Impossible franchise, that also falls into that category of just like huge movies.
Yeah, Jurassic World
meant to make $1 billion.
Yes.
And that squeezes out any ability to create a $10 million movie or a $30 million movie. And I think that tide is changing a little bit because now all these studios are losing billions of dollars on these hugely budgeted movies.
Ant-Man 3.
It's like Ant-Man 3, you could at least be like, at least it's Ant-Man. But when you're losing money on Indiana Jones,
yeah, that's a bad
sign. That's a
sign.
bad sign. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that like the existence of this movie makes me, even though it did not do that well in theaters, there is not the narrative that like, now this sucks. We're allowing it to make money on home video, which is what used to happen, especially like
DVDs.
in the 90s, is that you could afford to lose money on a movie in theaters because of the DVD market.
Yeah.
And streaming has negated that. And now they've realized streaming doesn't make people money. And so I think home video is kind of, there's a resurgence of treating that as a secondary revenue stream, I think.
Jordan went to see Five Nights at Freddy's on like its opening night just to come home and for us to be scrolling through Peacock. And I said, Five Nights at Freddy's is right here. You could have just watched it. They released it side by side, which is like the most
inane,
stupid, weird thing of all time.
Yeah. I mean, although even then, so Top Gun Maverick in its opening weekend made $150 million. It's the highest opening.
Welcome back to the movies.
It's the highest opening of Tom Cruise's career ever. Highest Memorial Day opening weekend, like a whole bunch of stuff. Guess how much? Well, I'll just tell you. But Five Nights at Freddy's opened to $130 million in its opening weekend on a $20 million budget.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hate to say this. Who the fuck is going to see? I saw
it.
Oh, can I tell you something?
Mm-hmm.
This kind of answers the question. You ever listen to the radio?
Yeah, I guess.
My freshman year, I worked at like the college radio station.
Yes, with Clara Pell.
Yeah, the core, 90.3 if you're in the New Brunswick area. And it also, like, during certain hours is handled by, like, the high school, like Piscataway High School. And I tuned in the other day, and I guess it was during the high school hours, because it was, like, 4 high school boys sitting around. And I listened to them talk about Five Nights at Freddy's for about 15 minutes.
How was it?
It gave away...
The entire movie?
No, it gave away the sort of person who goes to see Five Nights at Freddy's and is really excited about it.
Oof. You say that with no disdain for this type of person at all, I assume, right?
No, it was a good way to kill time while driving, but that's an amazing number. More importantly,
yes.
to keep.
But again, I mean, that's another, like, I think horror is making a huge comeback.
But honestly, at the same time, that's inspiring stuff.
That's what I'm saying. It's on a $20 million budget for that kind of movie to be made, and I think they're making movies for different age groups more.
Is Five Nights at Freddy's an app?
It's a game.
On the computer.
You can get it on a computer, you can get it on an iPad and iPhone as well. Do you not
so it
know
is an app.
Like, yes, but it's not like Google, or it's not like Be Real, you know what I mean? Like, it's a game.
I've never played it once. I know the general concept.
Have you seen any of the, like, Five Nights at Freddy's lore? Like, that's just a theory. A game theory. Do you know what this is at all?
No, I know, like, sound bites of, like, are you Freddy Fazbear? Oh, I like stupid stuff. And I know, like, it's like Chuck E. Cheese, and it's like through a security room.
Yeah, well, when I was in middle school, like, I watched all the, like, there's a lot of lore. The games themselves are not, in my opinion, that fun to play. Mm-hmm. They're mostly inane, but
is it like a story, and once you complete it, there's nothing more to do?
There's not really a story.
No, but is it like there's a gameplay and you complete it and then you're done, or is there some sort of...
Wow, so this bottoms discussion has devolved into a discussion of Five Nights at Freddy's.
We'll circle back.
But
I'm curious.
So I'll just explain the first game because the second, third,
There's
and fourth-
multiple?
There's 4 or 5, something like that. Well, there's 4, and then there's a VR game, from what I understand. But
That sounds scary.
Yeah.
I would be like the person like running out of the treadmill. You know?
Basically, you are a night security guard.
Like Josh Hutchinson's character.
Yes, though I would separate the movie from the games because it's different.
The boys at the high school had a lot to say about this.
But well, I do too.
Are we having Freddy Fazbear as a guest?
Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
Is that his music?
Oh wow, this joke didn't land at all. Yes. But basically, you're a night security guard, and all you have to like. There's a guy on the phone, but it's like recorded messages, and he's giving you tips about like, oh, like the animatronics, they kind of move around at night. Like this is like weird or whatever, and you have to like check the security cam footage to see where they're moving, and then like close. Like you can close the left door to stop an animatronic, but that opens the right door, or you can close the right door, but that opens the left door, and you have to turn on the lights. Like,
and it's with the intention of keeping them from getting out.
Yes, no, from getting to you.
Oh, because they want to attack you.
Because they want to kill you. So the idea is that if you can make it to at the end of 5 nights, you've beat the game, and it gets progressively harder with each night.
And how much real world time elapses in one night?
I don't remember. I mean, I played these games when I was like 14. But,
okay, but can you complete it all in like one sitting, or is it like?
Yeah, that's the idea. Yeah,
I understand. And why do they want to kill you?
Well, that's part of the lore, which you can kind of because like there are parts where like when you in between like nights, like you'll play like these like 8-bit mini game type things, and they kind of like tell lore and stuff, and basically there's a whole bunch of like stuff hidden and clues and stuff. And so this guy Matt Pat, and this is how I know about it.
I heard the boys on the show
talking
about
so
this.
he like pretty extensively has gone through all the like details and whatever, and has constructed like, oh, this is kind of what's happened, and it's like based off of this real life tragedy that happened, and like this character is probably this character from the 8-bit game, and you're like meant to piece it together. So it's not really like the act of playing the game is all that fun, in my opinion. Kind of learning about it and having someone else piece it together for you is interesting, I think. But it's all kind of nonsense at the end of the day. And the movie makes it only more nonsense. But yeah, that's Five Nights at Freddy's for you.
I know we can't go down this rabbit hole too, but all this conversation made me think of was Slender Man and playing Slender Man, because maybe that's the closest thing I have.
But at least I think Five Nights at Freddy's, there's like more that you could make.
There's
more.
There's
lore or whatever, so you could. Yeah, like I don't know how good it is, but you can make just because there is.
Remember the
a lot of
Slender
stuff.
Man girl who like killed her friend?
I do. Yeah,
I wonder what's her fate. I can look it up. Slender Man girl.
Wow, this bottoms discussion has taken a dark turn.
Is she out? You know? Oh. Yeah, Parth, she was released from the mental hospital.
Wow, what are you laughing about?
About the absurdity of us doing this right now.
Yeah.
It's okay. She's I'm sure everyone involved is fine. But
bottoms, pretty good. Do we wrap this up? I mean, I don't know that we have anything that interesting to say.
I loved it. I don't know. I feel like I thought everyone was on the same page, and then I feel like I travel out in the world and I'll hear people chirping and be like, bottoms? No thanks. And I've tried to be like, what the heck are you talking about, Foolio? You just don't get it.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to advocate for the cause. Because I mean, like you said, I'm happy that movies like this can exist.
Yeah. To me, that is like the ultimate thing about this movie. That's like my narrative of the movie, is that I'm happy.
And, young directors, fresh out of film school.
I mean, like, it's really cool that, I mean, we're from Rutgers, so I'm always going to have, like, a little bit of an underdog spirit of, like, oh, fuck the NYU kids. Mm-hmm. But, like, it's really cool that like it's kind of this group of friends from NYU that have all banded together and they're making these movies and they're all sort of, you know, like Emma Seligman, Io Debris, Rachel Sennott obviously all come from NYU. So does Maria Rushi. So does a, someone else in the cast. I don't remember who. And then like Charlie XCX made the music for this movie and she worked on Bodies.
Yeah.
And like, so there's like overlap. And I like the idea that's like, oh, this is like a new young crew that's making stuff.
Yeah.
And I
like a PTA gang.
yeah, and it feels like I don't know that they're movie stars and that their name sells tickets. I mean, clearly with this movie it doesn't yet. But
Right? It's not even name any. Right now it's like how many Instagram followers does how many members of the cast have, so they can all post and get a bunch of.
but it doesn't. But that
views.
doesn't translate to actual tickets.
Yeah.
No, because these people have lots of followers, but they don't actually translate to movie tickets. I mean, people kind of just see what they want to see, if that makes sense. They don't. I don't think it makes that big of a difference. I do think. I mean, if we want to get into the broader discussion of it, the big thing is that because we stopped making Tom Cruise movies, we now make Mission Impossible movies. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not about the movie star anymore,
entirely
it's about
like
the franchise.
Like that particular thing is not entirely apt because Tom Cruise is the franchise and most of the things that he's in. But like we don't make a Robert Downey Jr. movie, we make Iron Man. And so when you stop making it about the movie star and start making it about the IP, that negates the power of a movie star in an audience's eye because they're no longer interested in.
But you can just get a new Batman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that has diminishing returns because people get sick of that. And I think they're starting to. So what I was about to say is I don't know that they're movie stars yet, but I think if they continue on this path and sort of allow it to organically grow, I think this is like a next generation of movie stars or stars of some sort.
Given the prestige TV acclaim of The Bear, I think that definitely helps the case.
Io Debris, yeah. I mean, she's had a crazy year this year.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Is it getting warm out?
I was gonna say it's getting kind of. Do you hear that?
It's a bright light outside.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm blinded by the light.
All right. Well.
Like deuce.
Okay.
My skin.
I'm real tired, but my skin, it's burning.
We're in the ratings gauntlet, guys.
Yeah.
You want to go first, or should I?
Rewatchability. I'm just grabbing the reins.
Cool.
Is high. I rewatched it last night, and I could rewatch it again today. Maybe I'm still within the 24-hour rental period.
You probably are.
Maybe I'll explore that opportunity. Recommend, obviously. As I said, I'm out in the world fighting the good fight. Would my mom like it? I almost brought this up in reference to you talking about like the awareness of this movie, but my mom is aware of this movie but has not seen it. But I tried to push her in the right direction because I feel like she
would appreciate it.
I don't know. Like, do you think your mom would get this movie,
Well,
or is
I'll
it
get-
just
I'll-
just over our mom's heads?
I
This
mean,
is
I
like
guess
the most complicated version. Like,
I'll get to it. Mine now, I guess. I mean, I'll rewatch this. I don't think I like it quite as much as you do, but I do enjoy it, and I would rewatch it. Would my mom like it? No, because it's too ridiculous. Like it's too out. Like my mom doesn't love Airplane,
Oh, I see. I think my parents love Airplane.
but my dad does.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that my mom can't get what's funny about it,
But
or
she would
something,
just
but
be
she's
like,
just
"This is
like,
too
all right,
silly."
whatever. I'm done with this.
Mhm.
So my mom wouldn't, but my dad would like this, I think.
I'm actually going to use this as an opportunity, as a real experiment. I'm going to tell my mom that she has to watch it. And I would.
We'll have to post on the Instagram.
I would bet that she'll land on the positive half, but it is certainly geared towards like 18 to 24. I mean, or maybe a little bit broader than that, but young persons.
Yeah.
And I'd give it like an 8.5 feels good to me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'd both recommend it.
That comes with the territory.
Like a 7.5, probably 7 to 7.5 is where I'm at, but strong 7 to 7.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our bottoms discussion.
I guess we're like, it's like Benjamin Button, or we're doing episodes in reverse now. I feel younger than last week.
Okay.
Well, then next week, upside down and backwards, we'll be discussing The Creator.
Yeah, I mean,
a movie I haven't even seen yet.
Wow, that's interesting. Sophia Alexis might be seeing The Creator if you want to go see it with her.
It's still in theaters?
Yeah, it's at New Brunswick, boy.
Wow. I was just gonna say
maybe I'm in.
Part I'd love to. I was gonna say maybe I'm in the middle ground between theaters and streaming. But
what does that mean?
As in, like, the dead zone of it's not really available
in
theaters yet.
I thought you were saying, like, you prefer... You're like, I don't know if I want to see something in theaters.
Oh, no, I'm saying I'm nervous I was in the gray area.
You're almost in the gray. Well, you kind of are in the gray.
I'm the gray man.
Oh, wow. What a movie that we don't need to bring up. Yeah, next week we'll see if it's a creator. It depends on our friend Jackson Clark's schedule. If not... Maybe we'll do a commentary for a movie.
Wow. Wouldn't that be silly?
Yeah, but we'll have something for you next week. I promise.
Oh. And when Parth gives you his word, he keeps it.
And he makes sure everyone else keeps it too.
Yeah, that's why our episodes always come out on time.
Well, mine do. All right. You can catch our episodes every week on Sunday when I'm editing them, and
on Mondays when I'm editing them.
And you can check us out on social media on Instagram and Twitter. Trent, when they want to hear these episodes, where do they hear them?
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you're on that, please give us a 5-star review. Write a little ditty. Wow. Like Parth and Trent are cool.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of the algorithm, that would actually be a big help.
Yes, please do. And as always, tell your friends
about the show. It really does help.
And next week we'll see you later.
We'll be doing something.
Yeah. Hopefully good.
Dun, 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 dun,
what is this?
Dun, 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 dun.